Hey y'all, I'm this like weird guy. I go by many different nicknames. Wall Dog, the Vampire Wallace, Wall Dog again. No, nobody calls me Wall Dog. I like Wall Dog because it's like derogatory, but it's like I don't know. I like being called Wall Dog. I don't know how I would react if someone called me Wall Dog. Wall Dog, Wall Dog. I'd be like, what? Hmm. So I'm feeling extra. I don't know. I don't think it's weird. I'm a vampire, right? Like vampires are known for being like sexy creatures, right? It's just like just a thing. Like everybody knows that, right? Like it's the whole ooh scary, scary, but no, it's like scary, scary. It's like not. I feel like the sexiness of vampires is way, way like more powerful than it's probably spoken about. Like even in like some of the literature and movies. Like so let me say what last night. I hung out our grandparents. Had a great time. Watched a movie with Denzel Washington in it. He's one of my favorite actors. He's amazing. And had a good time. Ate popcorn. Haven't eaten popcorn in a while. And I forget what I said, but I said something. And my grandmother's like, I'm trying to paraphrase what she said because I kind of forgot. Cause I try to block it out or whatever. One of those things. She said, you're powerful, or like you're too powerful. You're making a mountain out of a molehill. That's an old saying. Making a mountain out of a molehill. You're powerful because you're powerful. And I didn't realize it, but something clicked. I was like, oh shit. It's like one of those like things. Like you got your. I didn't realize if your grandmother says you are powerful, that it's gonna affect you. So I learned that. So just and it wasn't like I was like she just said it like it was just a fact, just a thing. Like you're powerful. No, not like that. Can't even do it right. Can't even say it right. I was like, oh, huh. So today, the next day, I feel like a total. I feel what's the word? I know it's gonna sound weird. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think it's. I don't think. I don't think like. Maybe to a guy this might sound weird, but to like a female, I don't think it would sound weird saying this. But like because my grandmother said that to me, gave that compliment. The next day, I'm waking up and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling sexy. That's what I want to say. And it sounds weird if you say my grandmother said something to me, and the next day I'm feeling sexy. I'm feeling sexy today because of it. That sounds weird. But here's the thing. Everybody who's in the know, so to speak, about alpha males, which I am, knows that alpha males have the ability to have their energy felt by others, particularly females. Females are very receptive to the energy given off by alpha males, particularly when it's like a pull energy. It's a sexy energy. It's an attractive energy. But here's the thing. Yeah, that's great. And people who know about that, that's great. Oh, like wonderful, right? But here's the thing. Vampires. Vampires got a different kind of energy and can do energy like alpha males. But it's like intoxicating in a good way. I don't usually do it, and I haven't done it in a while. Not because there's anything wrong with it, you know, in my opinion, but it's like, well, I don't know. But today, I'm feeling good, and I'm just like, how do I say this without sounding weird? It's gonna sound weird anyway I say this, but basically, like there's some I don't know how to say this. I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying this, but probably because I haven't had sex in years, right? So that's not having sex in years. That says a lot about a person. But anyways, I felt like more like wanting some women that I like to feel good. I don't know, to feel like I guess just being more like my energy being more sexual, I suppose. And I don't know why it hurts me to say that. And I know I've got like, that's a psychological thing. Probably because I feel responsible and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm delusional and I block things out, and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. But. I think it's the alpha male in me. It's the alpha male in me that is judging me and my actions, criticizing me. But it's like, as I've said before about blocking things out, I do it all the time, and it's a great thing that I do that so that I can be the person that I want to feel like at any given time, and it's like if I think about everything all at once, I'll get like super overwhelmed. I don't think anyone's supposed to do that. Like there are times and places for keeping certain things on your mind. That's what I'm trying to say. But I don't know. Today I was trying to have more fun. Do I feel guilty for like being a little bit more flirtatious with women that I'm attracted to? No. Maybe. Yes. I feel guilty because I don't think now I know this is false. What I'm about to say, I believe it to be false. Um, I have created this belief in myself, this delusion that I'm about to talk about, specifically because for many reasons and that. But let me say what it is first. Let me finish the thought. I've created the belief in myself that it is not good for anybody to date a vampire or to do the dating process or to do that. You know, it's not true. It's not true. I've created it myself because it keeps me single. And I think that's good enough reason. It's like I want to stay single. I want to, I don't think that's bad. But at the same time, I know I'm torturing myself. I kind of like it. I'm into it. It's a weird thing. Maybe you can even call it a fetish. It's weird. I guess that's not. I don't care. I've created the thought. I've got the reason to stay single, and it keeps me single. It ain't true, but I don't care. It's my choice, and I'll admit it turns me on to think that I'm keeping myself restrained because of how awesome I am as a supernatural creature. I think that's cool. I don't think that's wrong. It's my choice. I'm doing things in life, making progress, growing up, doing all these things, I don't think it's like, oh, how terrible, right? To have a false belief and clinging to it so that I stay single. I don't think it's wrong. Now the alpha male inside of me thinks it's wrong because or else I wouldn't be talking defensively like I am, you know? The alpha male inside of me, if I had to critique myself, be like, come on, dude, really? You're lying to yourself on purpose. You've created this false belief that vampires aren't supposed to date and like you're some kind of monster because it turns you on, it keeps you single, and you're holding on to that just because you like it. You know, to that alpha male, in order to reply to myself, if I was critiquing, I'm looking in the camera right now, looking at the guy, I'd be like, there are other reasons. You're not revealing all the truth right now. And I would say, yes, you're right. I'd be like, what, as a leader, as an alpha man, I'd be like, okay, what are the other reasons? And I'd probably not, say I'd keep it. Like, no, I'm not going to tell you. Like, well, I think you're afraid. You look like you're afraid. I'd be like, no. So tell me, why you want to stay single? Why are you lying to yourself and other people? Why are you all defensive and uncomfortable? Because it's bothering me. I want to know the truth. Because your answer isn't sufficient to me. And I can see in yourself that's not sufficient to you. It's bothering you. I can see it. I see it in your eyes. It's bothering you. So just say it. Why do you want to stay single? And it'd be like a long silence, right? And the alpha male would be like, is this a vampire thing? Because usually you come up with answers pretty quick. And when you want to tell the truth, you're pretty good at telling the truth. And I can tell that you want to tell the truth, but you can't. Are you something blocking you, boy? I'd be like, I guess. I guess the vampire is preventing me from knowing the truth. Or maybe it's one of those things, as I've said in other videos, where I'm not allowing the vampire inside of me to be as out in the open, you know. I'm not doing the higher, like lately, particularly, it's like I haven't been doing like higher transformations. I've been very, I don't know, it's like I've been internalizing a lot of fear. Partially because I like it, It's weird. It's a weird thing to say. It's like, well, part of me is defiant to the vampire inside of me. It's like, well, fuck the vampire. Fuck that. Do I want anybody controlling my life right now? No. It's a weird petty relationship that I have with the vampire inside of me, and I think the vampire inside of me is just probably just pissed off at me. It's one of those things. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel apprehension, you know, Because, like, for me, it's a big leap. It's a big jump, so to speak, from like friendly, flirtatious to like, hey, we're dating. It's a big, big jump for me. And I haven't done that since I for a long time, for several years. So it's a lot. It's a big deal. It's like, and I feel bad because I know the other person would be like, is interacting with me, reading me. She'd be seeing all the frustration that I'm feeling, and I would have to speak and say and let her know without her taking it the wrong way that I'm struggling because of I haven't done this in years, and because I've grown up a lot in years. I've grown up. I've developed a lot of maturity and things about that, and the whole vampire thing. It's really really overwhelming, and I know that once I think like that and I go in the dating mentality and I say make that jump, the vampire part of me switches. I talked about that energy, that vampire energy turns on, and it's incredibly powerful. And I know that, like, clearly the other person who is wanting to date me at that point would like that energy. It's a powerful, seductive, magical energy. Like, I think most people would enjoy that. It's not a bad thing. But I'm the type of person who doesn't like people to be too clingy and too you know what I mean. So, and I know that that's what's going to happen. And I hate to say that I know that that's going to happen. It's not true, right? It's like, how do you know anything? I'm almost being insulting, right? But from my experience and my knowledge about my energy is very strong. And like, what am I for? Why is clingy bad, right? Well, I'm in conflict because I have that alpha male brain, the alpha male mentality clicks on, it turns on that part of my brain when I see someone I care about. It's like I become protective, So here I am jumping into a relationship, so to speak. The the girl in the relationship who I'm attracted to, um, more than likely will feel that energy within me and become very clingy. I don't know another word for that. And I have my alpha male brain switch on and become protective and distance myself because that's what I would think. I'm like, oh, she's being clingy. I need to back away. Keep backing away, keep backing away. So to me, the female is going to be reading me, right? And her friends, if she, depending on where we are, her friends are going to see me struggling, frustrated, and backing away and distancing myself. And it's like, you, you see the situation now, and I'm like, I realize it's my fault. It is my fault. Part of me wants is the frustrated part of me is like, oh, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. But no, it is. It is, and it's because I have a powerful energy and I have an alpha male brain, and I'm sober. And I want to say that as a side note, if I was drinking again, or if I was anywhere, if I was able to turn off parts of my mind to not interfere with myself, that'd be very helpful. But I'm doing this sober. I'm doing this completely sober. So I think I'm kind of fucked, so to speak. Sorry for my language, but I'm trying my best to. And I hate saying that. I'm trying my best. What am I trying my best? I'm just. I'm sorry. I'm being. It's overwhelming and it's frustrating. And to be honest, I don't really have a good answer. You know, for. But these are the reasons why I struggle with the with relationships and dating. It's not because I don't want to, because I'm a vampire and because I'm an alpha male. So, anyways, thanks y'all for watching. Appreciate it. Let me talk. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.